everyone. This is Name. I'm back with Azah after so many months of not posting a video. We think we're ready to do that. We had a very busy summer, right, Azah?
Yes.
Super busy, but we're happy to be back because we're going to do something that is really quick and simple. We let the fridge actually do most of the work because we're making cheesecake. And with the cheesecake, you have to let it sit in the fridge for about 8 hours. And Azah, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so make sure we wash those hands you keep putting in your mouth. All right, and then we'll get started. See you in a little bit. So we are all ready to go. As our hands are washed nice and clean.
Yes.
And we've got our aprons on. And so we're gonna start out by making our crust, which is super simple, just 3 ingredients for the crust. You have, of course, butter and graham crackers. So we're gonna use these graham cracker crumbs, which we found, because you can still use your regular honey graham crackers, but the graham cracker crumbs makes a lot easier. Lastly, we'll use some sugar.
But the graham crackers is easier since it's already crushed.
Yes, these crumbs are easier than using the actual crackers. So Azah, you ready to measure things out?
Yes.
Okay. So Azah, you started out by measuring 1 cup of your graham cracker crumbs, and we got a good cup, and then we're left with about half a cup here. So Azah, what do we do?
So maybe we can pour it in.
We'll pour it in, but how do we make up for the rest of the cup that we don't have? What can we do?
We can use the other crackers.
So I think we're going to end up using some of our graham crackers. So go ahead and pour that in. And I think we could use, to make another half cup, about 2 of these. And what I would do is just break them up and drop them in there, because your food processor will do the work. Maybe do it like that. Yep. This is a 1/4 cup of
Sugar.
So let's add that to that. And the last thing we're going to put in there is our stick of butter, which is about a half cup of butter. Okay? And then we'll run it again, and we would have made our crust. All right. She's just going to cut this into little pieces. This is kind of chunky for this baby mini food processor. So it's not a melted butter, and it's not a cold butter. It's like room temperature, right, Azah? So it goes in real easy, cuts nice and smooth. And we are ready to close it up and run it again. This recipe will make 1 9-inch spring foam pan easily. Now we don't need a whole 9-inch, so this is slightly smaller. I think this is about an 8-inch spring foam pan. And then we're actually going to make a teeny tiny one for ourselves. So Azah is making the crust for the little baby one, and I will work on the bigger one, the mama one. And so we're just pressing down the crumbs with butter and sugar to make our crust. And Azah, we want it kind of flat, right? So try to get it evened out. So we're gonna go ahead and make our filling. First thing we're gonna do, Azah, is we've got to get these cream cheese packs in our mixer. So the combination of cream cheese, sugar, sour cream, and vanilla works out pretty well. We will be using some cornstarch just to give it a little more body, and eggs, of course. Not forget that. All right, Azah, go for it. So believe it or not, Azah decided to switch spaces with Azeh. So we have a substitute sous chef. Way, thank you, Azeh. So Azah already put in 1 pack of cream cheese.
I thought that was butter.
And it is cream cheese. Remember, we're making a cheesecake. And so I need you to put this one in.
Then mix it.
Nope, we've got 2 more. It calls for 4 total.
Yay.
So let's be careful with that. Yep, get in there. So when we thought we were filming, we were not, because Azette put a whole cup of sugar in addition to our 4 sticks of cream cheese, and then now I'm scooping out a cup of
cheese.
sour cream, which Azette says is pretty sour, but he likes it anyway. And so we're gonna attach our paddle and get these mixed up, and then we're going to add our eggs.
Yummy eggs.
And then we're going to add
Our
vanilla, and lastly the cornstarch. All right, here we go.
Vanilla.
You can turn it on to, let's start with 2.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so now I would like to scrape my sides. I'm actually going to crane it down, turn it down.
Turn it down.
I'm going to bring this forward because it's getting in the way. There we go.
Turn it.
And the reason we do this is because we want everything to mix really well, right, Ozza?
Yep.
If we don't do that, we end up with like the bottom of it.
Cake.
Not rotten, but the bottom of it is not well mixed, and then the flavors are not well blended, and part of the cake tastes one way and the other part of the cake tastes another way. Yeah, usually not so good. Let's put it on 2. So Azette, you've done a really good job of getting all these ingredients mixed, and so we're gonna add 4 eggs. And now I want you to add the eggs, if you can, 1 at a time. There you go, stop. Oop. Just hold off, get it to mix up really well. Yes. And we're gonna scrape the sides, and now we're gonna scrape the sides, and then we have 2 more ingredients, and we are done.
And put it in the oven. Then fry.
Can't make a vid if it's on picture.
Yep.
So now we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Yummy.
Hold that, and I'll pour it in for you, and you pour it in. So here we go. Steady, Tata. Okay. And then I think we're gonna
mix it.
Well, put some cornstarch to give it a nice hold.
What's a hole?
Hold, so it doesn't like fall apart when you
eat it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is about 1 tablespoon. It's the bottom of the tin, so I'm just gonna do 1 of those. Yeah.
That's what
so much for estimating.
Cornstarch is white?
Yeah, it's white powder.
I thought it was orange.
And now we are going to do some crazy mixing again. So you, my friend, crank it up to 6.
6? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Scrape our sides, and then we are going to do this again. 6.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect mixing.
So everyone can see, we just took these out. Graham cracker crust, pretty cold. So this is the smaller one.
Bigger.
And so the bigger gets more, of course.
No, and then smaller gets
Man, that looks good, Tata.
And then you put the rest.
You see that?
Put the rest in here.
Well, you don't want to put too much in there. That looks good. we'll come right back because our oven is set to 325 and we're going to put these in.
Bye-bye.
Here's what we had before the oven. Here's what we had right out the oven. We have our ramekins, our smaller cheesecake, and here's the larger one. They all look fantastic. So we had all of our cheesecakes cooling in the fridge for about 8 hours. One of the cheesecakes already got, given away. You can see a photo of it right there. But then we are going to do these 4 ramekins, and this is also going to another friend of mine. And so I'm just going to take this one out of the space for now, and we'll focus on these ramekins. The beauty about the ramekins is that you don't even have to take them out of the spring foam pan like you would with a cheesecake. We have this torch, and we have our butane fuel, and the big thing is just getting it connected, and then we'll go from there. So before I connect this, the one thing we're going to sprinkle on the tops of our cheesecake is a very fine granulated sugar, and that's what we will torch to make it a brulee. So right now my torch is off, but I'm just going to connect my fuel to it. Nothing to be played with, I guess. And then we adjust our flame with this knob right here. And so I'm just going to turn it on just a tad. Adjust that. And that's pretty serious, so we're going to see how far we can go with this. Got to torch our top there. Try to control the flame. That's the hardest part. Alright, and there we go.
Wow.
The whole idea is crack. So let's give it a crack. That's how we know we have a good creme brulee. So let's top it off too. Okay. Strawberries. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like strawberry juice. Okay, there we have it. Berries on top. So Mama's gonna put that one, and you put the other one. Yes, good job. I'm gonna put a few more. There you go. Right there. Perfect. I'm gonna move it to the middle. I'm gonna put one more. Hang on. Put it right here. And you're gonna put the last one right here. Okay? Right here. Not in your mouth. Oh my goodness, Tata. Okay. One more. And we are done. Yay! Good job. High five. Fist bump. Good job.
Like my ring. Yes, you do.